It's actually kind of embarrassing because I like to say I'm smart and I like to think I'm smart, but then every time I'm recording one of these things and there's a logic puzzle, I always fail. And I think and Obra Dinn was one of the best examples of that. I blame myself, and I blame the internet. I blame myself though, because if I actually sat down and focused, I could probably get this. But part of the thing is that once your brain has like identified like a way, even if it's not the right way, your brain's gonna stick with it because it's easier for your brain to stick with a wrong answer than to break from it and find the right answer. And also the internet, it's like why would I look that hard at anything when I can just look it up? But at the end of the day, I really should just sharpen my skills and be better. But it was funny. I was replaying the Obra Dinn recently, and I actually did a lot better. Like knowing kind of like how it should go. It was really fun because like it didn't take me forever, but I still got to have some of that like mystery back, like good old haha moments. But I'm kind of just sucking now.
There's gotta be more in the basement to show us who Clive is targeting. And if that's the case, we can get ahead of him. Stop the killings before they can happen. Forrest, we need to go back down.
By we, you mean me, right?
Yep. Like I said, I need to handle all these calls. Maybe start with that creepy mannequin room you mentioned before. I still have a lot of questions about those, by the way.
Me too.
Great, I gotta go back all the way down. Why do you make me do this? Why do you get to be the one that gets to stay in the... Oh, right, because of... I don't know, reasons, I suppose. Okay. Creepy mannequins. That one's pointing. What? What? Why did it change?
The key.
Oh.
Was this always here? I must have missed it when I brought everything upstairs.
Basement storage. Okay. So this one?
Hey, Forrest!
Peggy, give me some warning before yelling down the intercom?
Sorry. Buzz the intercom when you find something and want to discuss it.
Oh, thanks for telling me. Don't scare the hell out of me this time.
Peggy, I've found a tape and a map down here.
A map of what?
Looks like it might be to somewhere in this storage area.
Weird. Well, maybe the tape will give us more information. Give it a play.
I don't want to walk all the way back up there. Also, what map are you talking about? Before I can leave? What the fuck do you mean before I can leave? Let me go in there.
Forrest, you should listen to that first tape you found.
Is there a tape? Is there a tape player down here? Yes, there is.
George Barrow, 1968. That's when this all began for me. Follow the maps, find the tapes. I'll be waiting.
What map are you talking about?
George Barrow? We all heard that he drowned after a night out drinking. Was it actually Clive? Has Clive really been the whistling man for that long?
He says I need to follow the maps and find the tapes. I guess that's what this map is about.
I think we need to see what else is hidden down here. Be careful, Forrest. Keep looking. Buzz the intercom when you found something.
Time of autopsy is 7 a.m. Cause of death is asphyxiation from drowning. degree of rigor mortis indicates that the subject has been deceased for 5 hours. That puts the time of death.
I hate this. I hate all of this. Just official PB Straw Gamer declaration. Hate.
Small lacerations to arms, legs, and face, typically obtained by running through foliage. Severe blistering to the feet, as though the deceased had been running without stopping.
I'm looking for a journal. Oh. Hey, this is the next one.
This looks useful.
I should probably talk to... And that's if I can find my way out. I went the wrong way.
What have you found, Forrest?
It's an autopsy tape. Doesn't say for who, but I think it must be for George.
Poor George. He was so young.
Something's bugging me, Peggy.
What do you mean?
I swear I recognize the voice of the woman talking on the tape. I just can't place it.
Seriously? Do you think you've met her before?
I don't know. I mean, I just got here recently. I don't know. Found another tape. It talks more about how George died.
What did it say?
It sounds like he was running for his life. Sprinting through trees and bushes, getting cut up all over.
What would drive someone to do that?
I'm not sure yet. I found a police report. Mentions a friend from earlier, Sandra Sharp.
Sandra. The jazz runner?
That's right. She found George's body washed up at the reservoir.
The reservoir?
Yeah? What's strange about that?
George got cuts from running through foliage, right? But there's no forest around there. Also, how did it wash up at the reservoir?
What do you mean?
Reservoirs don't have tides.
But that's what the police report said.
It's not possible, though. I did a school project.
Yeah, that's how you know that.
But, yeah, not important right now. The important thing is that it doesn't make sense.
What are you suggesting then? That the body was originally found somewhere other than what the report suggests? That the sheriff tried to cover it up, but accidentally let something slip?
Something like that. I think.
Well, Sheriff Matthews wrote the report. If he hadn't been eviscerated, we could have asked him.
True. But Sandra is still alive? Once we're done down here, we should give her a call. Do you think you found everything for us?
I think there's gotta be more down here. I need to find all the tapes.
You think so? How much did Clive hide down
A lot.
Well, if there are more tapes, then there must be more maps to follow, right?
That seems to be the case.
All right then. Buzz the intercom when you find something and want to discuss it.
I know how that works. Where were we? We were back here somewhere? Yeah, here. Looking for a 3-bird at a kind of corner. This isn't it. I mean, this is something, but it's not in the right order. Just keep it in mind. Three-bird against what looks like a lone wall. And what do I mean by three-bird? I mean there's like 3 objects in a box. Oh, this is the box. Okay, it's this.
Preliminary toxicology results shows no signs of inebriation. However, a high
Stress
amount
hormone.
of cortisol was found, indicating elevated levels of stress in the immediate moments before death. Additionally, there appears to be a post-mortem injury to the arm. It looks like it was trapped in a car door.
Okay, sucks. This is sucky. Let's.
It is the coroner's opinion that the
This has to be
subject
important.
likely feared for his life and was chased, resulting in a fall from a height into a body of water. Was knocked out and drowned. Following that, he was moved.
Dr. Sullivan, we need to have a talk. That recording. Shut it off.
Nope, I'm in foul play. But we have. Oh. This is scandalous. Let's bring this back. I wish I had a sprint function. Or maybe not. Because if I got if within this playthrough I see sprint to run, I'm gonna freak. I'm a freak.
What have you found, Forrest?
There's also a tape about a toxicology report. There were no signs of drinking or that he was on anything.
What? But everyone said he went swimming drunk and drowned. It was in the newspaper and everything.
It's a setup. It's a
I
setup.
found a written autopsy report.
What does it say?
According to that, it's just like you said at the start. George drowned after getting drunk. Said he liked to fight, too.
But that contradicts the tape.
I know. And I think I know why. There's a note with a report that says, "I'm sorry I made you do this, Virginia."
If it was on the autopsy report, then Virginia must be our coroner. Wait, the caller from earlier, when we had to call the takeout restaurants,
Yep.
wasn't her name Virginia?
Yep.
We need to call her back once we finish down here. It looks like she might
We
know
have a
something
lot
about
of
what's going
people who
on.
have something to fess up here.
I found a tape that introduces a new detail to the story. Post-mortem injury. Apparently, his arm got caught in a car door.
A car door?
Yeah, after he died. How do you suppose they can tell?
How can they tell? I'm a radio producer, not a coroner.
The written report I found doesn't mention it at all.
How did his arm get trapped in a car door after he died?
Unless he got it when the police collected his body? I guess someone else must have moved him, after he was dead, to where he was eventually found.
But the report, what is going on here?
In another tape, the coroner comes to the same conclusion as I did. George was running from something.
Maybe an animal?
Maybe, but then there's this next bit, where the coroner thinks he was moved post-death.
So she agrees with us.
At the end of the tape, someone burst in and demanded Virginia stop recording. I think it was Clive.
This is starting to make sense now. This is a conspiracy to cover up what happened to George. Do you think you found everything, Forrest?
No.
There's gotta be more down here. I need to find all the tapes.
You think so? How much did Clive hide down there?
A lot.
Well, if there are more tapes, then there must be more maps to follow, right?
That seems to be the case.
All right then. Buzz the intercom when you find something.
Oh, come on. It is not need to yap for that long.
If you're listening to this, then I'm probably dead.
What the?
I'm a man who likes to stay informed.
Ooh, a new vinyl for my collection.
Subscriptions to newspapers all over the country. headlines cropping up in those papers, one after the other. Each headline about a murder. Each murder, the death of someone I knew almost 20 years ago. And each one drawing closer to gallows drawing closer to the anniversary. None of us are innocent, but I don't think we deserve killing. All I hope now is that I can save some folk from the worst that I can. I don't know. Do something to make up for what I did back then, I guess. I didn't kill anyone, mind you, but that's past mattering. Now, there's more I could say. That I should say, but my employer made it clear that my family
Employer?
would pay a high price if I ever spoke out. So, hopefully I've said enough for you, listener, whoever the hell you are, to start putting the truth together.
Okay, well that's all the tapes. So they tried to cover up the murder of the George, and now everybody that partook in the cover-up is getting murdered. But not just everybody, because they're totally willing. The murderer's totally willing
What have you
to
found,
kill
Forrest?
innocents.
I think I heard Clive's last recording. I think Clive might be gone.
Gone?
I found a confession. Not for any killings, but for playing a part in covering up George's death. He left this behind in case he died. He hoped someone would find it.
Do you think the Whistling Man already got him?
Possibly. We've had a lot of callers tonight, but maybe not every victim made it to the phone, you know? We don't know how many there really are.
Christ, Forrest, that's dark.
I know, but Clive said he had read about other murders in other towns, and that the murders were all folks who knew about the incident. And the killings were getting closer to Gallows Creek. He said he wanted to do something good for once.
The board in his office. He wasn't tracking people down to kill them. He was tracking them down to save them. Ugh, why didn't he just come out with all of
Employer.
He said his employer threatened his family if he spoke out about any of it.
it? His employer? The one who orchestrated the cover-up? Oh, Clive. I'm sorry for thinking you'd killed all those people. Do you think you found everything?
I think so.
Forrest, what's going on here?
Someone wanted that boy's death to seem like an accident. And they hired Clive to make it look that way.
Come back upstairs when you're ready. We're gonna figure out our next step.
And whoever this killer isn't exactly happy that there was a cover-up.
Thank God you're back, Forrest. I've been running out of stuff to pad our airtime with.
Peggy, you work in radio.
Forrest, I'm stressed. I mean, really, how are we supposed to keep a show going with all this happening?
It's our job.
This is our job, Peggy. We gotta do
Besides, I
it.
got a new album here.
You're right. So, what's the plan now?
I think we should call Virginia back.
All right, I'll get her on the line.
Hello again, Gallows Creek. This is Forrest Nash.
I like how they made the center like
We're
a
circling
lion's
closer
eye.
to the truth behind tonight's events. To this end, we're calling back one of our earlier callers, Virginia Sullivan.
Oh, let me save it.
Fredman Plunker here? Who's this? Is it you? Goose?
Plunker, hey, it's the Radio Man, Forrest Nash.
Radio Man? What's up?
Solving mysteries, saving lives. The huge.
Right on.
Plunker, what are you doing at Virginia's house?
She asked if we could stay to keep an eye out for that whistling turd. So we're hanging out, bro.
Well, that's big of you, Plunker.
No, it's nothing.
Can I speak to Virginia?
Sure thing, Radio Man. I'll just go get her.
Who is this?
Hey, Virginia, it's Forrest. I'm glad you're still okay.
Oh,
Good thing we saved all these people, or
Forrest.
else we would not be able to solve this
sorry.
mystery.
I'm still jumpy.
Sorry to hear that, but listen, hey, we need to talk.
What about?
We're calling because we think you can help us understand why this is happening tonight.
Me? What would I know?
Does the name Clive mean anything to you?
Clive? No. I don't know that name. What are you asking about this for?
You mentioned that name earlier when you called us the first time.
I don't know what I said then. I was petrified, Forrest.
Clive's the janitor at our station, and we know you spoke to him in the past.
Forrest, please. You don't know what you're doing. He'll come for me.
Virginia, it's okay. Clive won't be coming after you.
We think Clive's dead.
Dead? But isn't he? He's the whistling man, Forrest.
We thought so too, but
You don't understand. All those years ago,
It's okay, Virginia. He's gone. We found evidence to suggest he... well...
And we found your autopsy reports for George Barrow.
How? I saw him destroy them.
Well, he didn't. I don't know if he kept them or made copies or what, but we found them. And we know it's related to what's happening tonight, which is why we called you. Why did you write a false report?
All right. One day, I came into work to find a boy on my slab. And as I finished the autopsy, this man, Clive, he just burst in. And he started making demands to give over the reports, to falsify what I found. Of course I said no. But, well, when someone wants to make you do something, they can use the carrot or the stick. For me, he used both. You see, my sister is sick. She has a chronic condition that's never going away. It's expensive to treat, and it was getting to where I couldn't afford it. And Clive promised me that his employer would pay for my sister's treatment if I did what he said, and that if I ever spoke about this, he'd beat me to within an inch of my life. I don't know why he had me do it, but my sister needed me. You have to understand. She needed me.
We understand.
Thank you, Virginia. That was brave.
God, I just want this nightmare to end.
This will help end it, Virginia. Thank you.
Stay safe, Virginia.
And we should call the other lady, the one who saw the boy get pulled.
So, Virginia's tied up in all of this.
Clive threatened her to keep quiet about George's death. But for who? Why cover up these details? Well, we know Sandra was involved in George's death. Do you want to call her?
I do.
All right, but before we go asking questions, I think we should know what we want to ask. Is that fair?
Yeah. We need to ask her about finding the body. She was the one who discovered it, but something just doesn't add up.
100%. She knows more than she's saying.
I wonder what she's hiding.
We'll hopefully find out soon. Anyway, just be careful when you're talking to her. Don't push too hard. We don't want her to hang up.
I'll be careful.
All right, calling her now. Hopefully she's at her jazz studio. Aha! Forrest, you're through.
Hello, this is Sandra at Jazz Pizzazz Jazz Studio. Who is this?
Hello again, Sandra! It's Forrest Nash of 189.16, The Scream. And you're live on air.
Oh, I always thought folks called into a radio show, not the other way around. How jazzy. What can I do for you?
Well, we're trying to understand what's behind the attacks tonight. We had a few questions.
Why, Forrest, of course. Heck, after the way you saved my life, I'd say yes to just about anything.
Hey, Sandra, keep the flirting for a night where people are not getting murdered.
Do you know why the Whistling Man might have targeted you?
Ha! Far as I can tell, he was just a knife-wielding psycho with superhuman cardio. He'd have chased after anybody.
Right. Well, we think he might be chasing specific people. People who know about the death of a boy named George.
Oh, I don't know anything about that. Sorry.
Sandra, we know you found George's body. We have the police report.
I don't know what you mean.
It's okay, Sandra. We know.
You do? You know about?
Yes. Of course.
This studio is my life. After I found the body in the river, I couldn't lose my studio. Do you understand?
Sure. I understand.
When the rent just kept going up, he said he'd stop if I just needed to keep quiet. And everything would be okay.
Sandra? Who was he?
He said if I told everyone I found the kid in the reservoir instead of the river, I'm sorry. I can't do this.
We got information. We got something though.
And she's gone. I don't think that could have gone any
Yeah, that's
better.
actually about as
You
good
truly
as
did great,
we
Forrest.
got.
Well, folks, if anyone out there has any thoughts on what's going on tonight,
So he didn't
please
die in the.
call
He must have
in.
found the reservoir.
That's
the
good
river.
timing. We've got a call waiting just this second.
Well, let's just go
Welcome
down.
to 189.16 The Scream with me, your host, Forrest Nash.
Hi, Boris. I know this is really out of the blue with everything happening tonight, but I wondered if you could send a special birthday message
This
to
is
my
this is the
uncle.
pizza.
You know what? I'd welcome a change of pace. I'd be glad to.
Thank you, Boris.
No,
He's my
no,
Uncle Ron.
pepperoni,
His
pepperoni.
first name's Peter, but his
No, 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 no.
But since he always had salt and pepper hair, even as a kid,
Cut it!
believe it, folks always called him Pepper.
Thanks for the history lesson. Is there anything besides happy birthday you would like to say to Mr. Pepper? Oh my God, damn it!
Yes! Tell him he can get the best birthday deals and party packages here at Pony's Pizza. Starting at just...
You son of a bitch! Stop calling us!
Sorry, Forrest. Let's just move on.
Forrest
We've already
got
got another
so
caller
mad.
on the line.
Forrest is like, you
This is-
call us again, I'm gonna fucking go over there and show you what a pizza
189.16
looks like
The
from Italy.
Scream. I'm Forrest Nash. You're on the air, caller.
I'll show you a deep dish pizza and drown you in it.
Caller.
It's laughing.
Ponty.
Ponty's Pizza always delivers. Come rain or sleet or whistling man, we'll be there.
Shut him off!
Forrest? Forrest? Are you okay?
No. I'm gonna kill him. Ponty's pizza, Ponty's pizza.
Forrest?
I hope the Whistling Man gets him with his own pizza slicer.
Jesus, Forrest?
Sorry, that was too much.
It's okay. It's been a high-stress night. Don't worry about him anymore, okay? Not for tonight, anyway. I think he's spent for now. We've got another call, whenever you're ready.
Oh, I'm always ready, and I'm ready always right now.
Folks, don't spend your money at Ponty's Pizza. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Moving along, I'd like to welcome another caller to 189.16 The Scream.
Dying
Me,
again.
Forrest Nash. Who may I say is calling?
Well, hello again, Forrest.
Don?
Don. Ah, I bet I know why you're calling. I'm sorry I didn't play your song. There's a lot going on. But please?
Never mind that now. First, I'm calling because I need your help.
Are you in danger?
I sure am.
Do you mean
Yes, he's after me now.
you?
I think so. He must have heard me on the radio helping you.
Right. Okay. Tell us everything.
I was out following a lead, trying to work out who would be next, after Chuck.
And what happened?
And I started to feel like I was being followed. I came back to my apartment building, but this newfangled security system has me locked out. I need you to help me get inside.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, lockpicking. We got this.
Don't you have a key to get in?
Only for the apartment door. The front gate requires an entry code. The future is electronic, I guess. I need that code to get inside.
Which apartment block do you live in? Maybe one of our listeners lives there too.
It's the New Woodside apartment building between the town hall and the trailer park. But I doubt any of your listeners live there. I don't have many neighbors.
Sounds like a prime piece of real estate.
The sound really carries at night. Shit.
I'm guessing you're not a dog person.
No, I'm not. It's my neighbor's dog. Boy, I wish he'd muzzle that thing and... Oh. And now he's blasting David Scopo out of his window. I can't get any... He's coming down the street. I don't think he's seen me yet. Forrest, please. I need your help. I need the code for that security system, or I'm gonna die.
Can you get your neighbor's attention?
That the whistling man will see me, Forrest. I can't do that.
What's the name of the security system?
There's a sticker on the box. It says Starling Security 4000. Keypad, and it looks like it wants a 6-digit number.
We'll see what we can do.
Thank you, Forrest.
Yeah, of course. Don't worry, Don.
Thank you, Forrest. I knew I could count on you.
Peggy, do you know...
I'll sit out of sight. Call me back soon.
Peggy, do we know anything about the Sterling?
All right, folks. Here's a little tune for you all to enjoy while I try to break Dawn into her apartment.
Peggy...
You were pretty quiet there, Peggy.
Forrest, was it just me, or was there something...
Yeah, it wasn't just you. Something was weird about that.
Yeah, well, tell you what, we have a Starling 4000 over here at KFAM. Clive brought me to the station. Maybe we can find something to help. Well, I'm not sure who, but to help someone.
So, you want me to go?
Okay, so she's locked out of the Woodside Apartments, and somewhere Clive probably has the papers for the Starling 4000.
Sterling 4000, we just bought one? Clive probably has the papers. Had the papers. Clive's dead. This might be the parts for the Sterling. I'm just gonna look it up. I don't want to spend all my time searching. Okay. Okay. It should be a booklet. So like, this? This one's a different color. If it would let me grab it? I like how this guy doesn't. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, it's in the storage. Head around between the shelves through the archway to the small room. Documents here. Okay, it's buy a metal roll. I swear I remember seeing something like that somewhere. On the other side of this, maybe? Okay, I know where I'm looking for. But I don't know where I'm looking for is. Oh, it's here.
Starling 4000 user manual. Ah, these codes should come in handy. Order delivery form. Starling must have left this by accident. The system's not even installed at Woodside.
But it's not even installed. So this won't work? Well, it has to work. It has to work or we're doomed. Okay, it says it wasn't. Okay. Student security, the reinstallation, security alarm system, Model 4000. Delivered but not installed. But that's 17th of September, so it might have already been. So we will need the maintenance call code, or let's just go for the default entry code. Maybe they set it up, but it didn't change the code. Yeah, that's gonna hopefully be it.
Welcome back, Forrest. Find anything?
The Starling 4000 security manual. It's got a bunch of codes.
A bunch of codes. Can I
Good.
flip it over?
And did you find anything else?
I saw a list of everyone else who bought the Starling 4000. Know who was on there?
Oh my god. Roller Ricky! Do you think we should give him a call? Is that crazy? I don't know what you'd say, but...
Oh, we might as well, right? Just in case.
That might be a good idea.
Okay, one moment. I got the number here. Patching you through.
Okay, well, if it's not installed...
Shit.
He probably can't hear it over the music. Forrest, I don't know about this. This is super weird.
Just put me through to Don. I'll take care of this one way or another.
Okay, if you say so.
Time to fuck out. Time to fuck out. Time to fuck out. Everybody, sit your asses down. We're scheming. I'm reading a guide here, and I haven't really seen shit. So I don't know what's going on, really. But they said, if it already isn't quite clear, Dawn is obviously not who she seems, and is lying about where she is in the building she's trying to access. There are several clues to this so far, and that's where I have my page stopped. But that triggered my brain. That got my brain neurons thinking. Let's think about all the discrepancies we have so far. She's trying to access a building, and I also kind of got a little hint from something else. But Not that big. This is like 80% Peter's probably give brain power here, and this is where I assert the fact and prove that I have a brain. She is trying to enter a building that she says has a security system that we see wasn't installed. And also, it's only like September, like it's not 17th, I think. We could check that. I'm pretty sure it's not September 17th though. That's in the future. So she says she's at a building that she's getting with a security system. That's a security system that she does not have installed. That the building doesn't have installed. She's not at that building. She's not at that building. And then and I've already come to the conclusion. I'm just building up to it. But when she said she was at the Whistling Man was there, we didn't hear any whistling. And when you have the Whistling Man, you hear the whistling. That's why it's called the Whistling Man. And then she's at a place where there's somebody with a radio. She's trying to break in. This Dawn person, she's trying to break into Roller Ricky's place. We can't let her. We cannot let her break in.
Oh.
We can't.
When you're ready, shut the music
Whatever she's doing,
off.
we can't let her do it.
Line 1, whenever you're ready.
You have to get the alarm system to
John,
trigger.
Are you there? This is Forrest Nash from
So,
189.16.
191-519.
Oh, thank God you're back. I'm so afraid. What's the code to the gate?
Give the alarm test activation code.
The code is 191519.
Thank you, Forrest. Son of a bitch. Ah!
Is she?
Yep, breaking in.
Yeah, stay out!
Yeah!
Sanctity of the ring! Don't ever come back here
I
again!
think he shot her.
I'm calling the cops!
Thank God.
I knew it.
Hello? Is someone there?
Ricky, get back inside and turn on the radio. Whoever that was, she was trying to break into the ring.
She? Forrest, man, you got no idea. That was him! That was the whistling.
I knew it. Whistling Man. That's her.
Alarm
She's
gave me
him.
Just enough time to get my rifle. I don't like hurting folk, but I can't let anything happen to Maxie. He's my best friend, you know? Listen, man, I'm heading back inside. Gonna barricade that window. My man, thank you. You and Peggy can skate for free whenever you want, forever. That's a done deal.
Neuron.
Thanks, Ricky. Can't
Neurons.
wait.
Got it. Talk to you soon.
Okay, Gallows Creek. Here's some music while we process what just happened.
I have the biggest fucking neurons. Let's go. I will see you all in the next episode. Peace out.